I am now unmuted. Alright. Just sit here, relax for a couple seconds. Hello. I'll just wait until the actual timer goes off. I guess, well, before people start showing up, I'm just going to, at the start here, talk about. So last time, we went and we got way down here. Whoop, right here, we got these achievements now. So these are all acquired and collected. So now the next goal, of course, is to get to Ascension 20. I don't know what the hidden one is there. So what I'm thinking is probably the best way to get to Ascension 20, just by my own thought process, is going Ironclad and then, of course, going through each character and just playing that character over and over until I get to Ascension 20. Might drive me a little bit crazy, but I'm thinking that'll probably be the best way, because basically all I'm doing is forcing myself to learn only one character repeatedly, which will make me bad at the other characters in the process, but it will allow me to get to Ascension 20. If I can get to Ascension 20 on one character, I can get to it on all characters. It's the plan. Now we just get to relax and wait till people come up. I'm just gonna look at statistics. What do we got here for runs? Wins only. Let's see what the wins. Okay, that's a massive 49 card deck, 31 card deck, 28, 39. Now I always thought oh yeah, okay, there's a smaller deck. I thought my decks are normally like this. Even form V, 2 disarms, a spot weakness, uppercut plus whirlwind, clothesline, pommel, shrug it off, 2 twin strikes of bash, and the Necronomicers. Well, that's terrifying. Oh yeah, that was the chemical X spin to win. That's what that one was. There's not really much information they tell you. I guess they expect you to just look at all the shiny pictures and know what you're doing. I mean, this screen's very nice. We get all these nice shiny pictures, and you go over to this one and you're just like, let me just read all this. What the heck is this? Like, every single floor gets a little icon. That's a little bit weird and crazy to look at, but you know, game can do what it wants, I guess. I still don't know what the cultist head, I'm assuming, just makes me go caca. I'm assuming there's not like a hidden thing with that. Character sheet, run history, leaderboards. What does this mean? I guess this is just comparing me to my friend, isn't it? Yeah, this is just comparing me to my friend. I guess you can go global and see what you compare. Oh, yeah, where's my score? Hold up. What rank am I? That is 180,000? Whoa. That is, that's some rank, alright. Do my score, where are we over here? Ooh, this one I'm up to 164,000. Massive improvement there. Massive improvement. Okay, what do we got on this one? I am rank 1300. Another massive improvement. Wow, each character I go over, even though the score is basically the same thing, we're going like full meta here. Look at how great. Wow, I'm amazing. Look at this. Just from Ironclad. Ironclad's at basically 19, and then we come over here to this bad boy and we're at 80,000 less. I must be so good at this character. Wow. Best win streak. Oh, that's gonna put me really far down, isn't it? Ooh, yeah, that's a fastest victory. Where does that put me here? Ooh, I guess these numbers are all smaller. I think my fastest one is with Ironclad, isn't it? Fastest run with Ironclad. 41. Well, I guess it's also the most played character too, so of course the numbers are gonna be a little bit skewed, because apparently the Watcher, I'm the best person in the world, which I have like done like 3 Watcher runs, so that is a lie. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Okay, statistics, I mean, yeah, there's nothing really else to look at. Your fastest victory, one of the other Line 99. I'm surprised I actually haven't gotten that. I thought I've had over 100 poison at one point. 9. I have over 50 or more strength during combat. I'm pretty sure I've had that too. What? This game is scamming me. Play 25 cards in one turn. 25 or more focus. Okay, that one's a little bit crazy. 9 plasma in one turn. Beat a boss in one turn. Haven't pulled that off, but I'm assuming that's going to be connected to that 25 card turn. Beat the game with a 5 card deck or smaller. I've tried to get that before, but that's a little bit tricky. Finish Dono with the feed. Still waiting on that one. Beat the game with a single relic. I don't know how I feel about that one. That one's a little bit... Ooh, that's a little bit scary. Speed Climber, under 20 minutes. Beat the game with a deck containing no uncommon or rares. Ah, yes. Classic upper common deck in Magic where you just say, I refuse to pay to win. And of course the accursed one, I still haven't gotten the transient one. That is my goal. Alright. Well, what is it, 2 minutes until 8 o'clock? I guess. They'll wait around. What we got in patch notes? I don't understand any of this, so it probably has no... it's just bug. Okay, this is nothing crazy. It's not like they're balancing. Oh, no, never mind. They are balancing here. The number of shifts. Wait a minute. Blade Dance used to be 2 shivs? That's bad. That's like... That's barely better than the strike. That doesn't really balance out. Yeah, I'm glad they changed that to 3. And you think, well, the balance is your hand size on that. So when you change to the 3 civs, it sort of balances out. Whereas the 2 basically makes it bad because shivs already are horribly bad when you don't fight anything but the Time Lord. Eviscerate, reprogram, Mac OS. Okay. I'm just gonna get out of there. That's too much information for me. I am but a simple man who sees a card that says hit for damage, and I usually, for a majority of the climb, click on it and regret it later. Alright, let's get this run loaded up. We are at 1 minute to go, and I am just gonna hit this button because I am impatient. Okay, who are we fighting in Act 1? Ah yes, the turtle. The turtle himself. So we got 3 enemies, 2 events, or 4 enemies, don't like that. We got 4 events in a row, to a campfire, to another campfire, to an elite, to another. So that's 4 campfires in that route and only 1 elite. I would like to get 2 elites in. So I can go through this one, second enemy fight, to a shop, campfire, elite, campfire, campfire, elite, campfire. Oh, okay, so we like where we're going. Alright, what are you offering? Ooh, is that? That might be this elite at 1 HP. If that's the case, we might almost want to go into the super elite. We'll have to find out, but I definitely really like that over the 8 HP. Okay, now to gamble. Will the event make it so I don't get to fight a 1 HP elite? There's only one way to find out. Okay, what do you want to give me? Alright, looks like we're losing health. Great. Alright, and looks like we're increasing that. So the benefit of this card is, of course, you deal 20 damage. The downside is that it costs 2 HP. The other benefit is it's 1 damage, and usually 2 HP for at least that much damage is very worth it. As you can see, every combat you gain 6 HP, so theoretically I can play that card. Ooh, Battle Trance. Battle Trance, always really good. 0 cost, 3 more cards in your library for 1 card. So you really get a whole bunch of benefit out of this. The downside, of course, you can't draw more cards. So what's the negative to that? Well, multiple Battle Trances. If you have a whole bunch of Battle Trances or card draw in your deck, besides Battle Trance, you get punished. So let's see here. I can go for a perfect strike early on. We already have a hemokinesis. I don't think that's really great. I think my bet here is to pop out a strength right away. We could go for a headbutt into hemokinesis, which is pretty crazy, but I want something more to go towards this, and picking this up early is just not great until we have more strikes out of the deck. We're just gonna ignore that for now. Alright, roly-polies. And this is the event. Oh, that was a misclick. That was me clicking 2 on the keyboard. Well, it's dead anyway. So we are at a question mark, so he's going to be full HP. We were going to turn that one down. We're just going to say no thank you to that. We are not ready to fight that and get away scot-free. Reckless charge is a little bit weird, as you can see. It's better than a strike, but it ruins your future card draw by one card draw that gets messed up. And right now, we sort of have card draw, but we are not super interested in that. So campfire, of course, we get the option of battle trance. But I believe our option here is to go bash. We don't have anything we really need to draw into yet. Okay, and we fight the 3 musketeers. Okay, we want to kill you. You're dealing 10 damage to me. Ooh. I'm just misclicking all over the place today. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a total of 20 damage at the start here. Congrats me, you've done it. My only weakness is myself. That's the saying, right? So let's see here. Battle trance to block. Yes, the classic. There's the days. Okay, it's where we are willing to trade HP. You can see 2 hits or 4 HP total kills all of these. So if I wanted to, and I theoretically could have done it, I could have traded a total of 12 HP, killed all the elites, and only taken a total of 6. This is a really bad turn, as you can see, which is just our luck, really, in the Slay the Spire. 2 more bad turns of card draw. Now turning into 4. We're down a total of, what is that? 2 gives me, we're up 22 HP gone. Great. So slap, defend, battle trance to give me another block, hopefully. Thank you, game, for your kindness and consideration. That's the main reason battle trance is another good thing, because of course Ironclad starts out with a disbalance of attacks and defense, and usually if you draw the card battle trance, you can draw into enough block to at least block 15 damage, which normally you only block for maybe 1 or 2, as you can clearly see here when your card draw is bad or less favorable. Yes, the classic game. You got me. You got me. Very fun. Very fun. We love taking damage. We just absolutely love it. That's why we took hemokinesis. We're just bringing it upon ourselves at this point. But we're going to club you and just deal the 6 damage to you. Alright, now everything is nice and great. When the game stops putting dazes into my library, that would be great. Okay, card draw. 2 blocks. I do want to play hemokinesis here in the hopes that I can kill him with a good card draw next turn, which prevents, hopefully alleviates future potential damage I would have taken if I didn't immediately kill him this turn. Gremlin Horn, regen potion saving me from my own mistakes. Heavy Blade's an interesting thing, so I'm just going to talk about this. Ooh, you got beta. Ooh, that's a scary one to have the beta art turned on. Okay, so you got Heavy Blade. By default, it scales 3 times, which is better than most things. So basically, imagine this attack is like if you take 14 divided by 3. That's basically what it's like. Imagine you had Sword Boomerang or something like that, where you attack for 3 damage 3 times. That scales by strength 3 times. Heavy blade goes up to 5 times, which is good, but by default 3 times isn't that great compared to something like Hemokinesis, which already does about the same amount of damage for less energy. Thunderclap is 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. It's worse than a strike, usually most of the time, just because you're not getting that damage back out of the Thunderclap unless you're playing at least 2 to 3 attacks following it, which means you can't really block with Thunderclap. Body Slam, not good until you have something like Barricade set up, but once you do, amazing. It's basically a free massive amount of damage, but we do not have anything set up for block yet, so that's going to be a no from us. The only thing worthwhile upgrading, of course, is Battle Trance. The general rule of thumb is try and use the bonfire as little as possible. We're going to turn down the Dreamcatcher. Going to appreciate its offer. In fact, we're just going to grab everything. We don't have a card we want to upgrade yet. We do want to fight the Elite. It's the Knob. We happen to be perfect for fighting the Knob. There's an argument to me that we could have drawn into something else, but I like the idea of having at least 1 block this turn. But we're mostly just going to go Bash, Hemokinesis. And we did 30 damage, we take 16, but he is very dead. We have killed him very quickly on the hopes that this happens next turn where we kill him. So we took a total of 16 damage, which is actually 10 damage on the Knob, which is very good. Limit Break, that is an interesting card. We do not have any cards that give us strength yet. We have nothing. Doesn't pair up to any of our things up here yet. We don't have anything. This maybe if we get the demon form would pair up with Limit Break, but Limit Break by itself doesn't really pair up to anything up here. So if we add this to our library, it's a dead card. The other option we have is Wild Strike, which is basically another version of Hemokinesis, but instead of trading life for damage, you're trading your card draw permanently for that combat. The more you play Wild Strike, the less. So great against quick combat, bad against long-term combat. Flex takes up card draw. We have a lot of things drawing cards, then it's good. But by itself it is inherently not that great. So I'm just going to take the Limit Break, just because there's a huge chance we get Strength Gain, and it is a free card at this point. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I believe I'm gonna take the Relic. I believe that is my answer. I should do. And go over here. We're going to upgrade the Limit Break. It's the only good card to upgrade. Then we're gonna go to the shop. The shop, we're sadly, instead of removing a strike, going to have to remove the curse. Is there anything though that we want? Fire Breathing right now only triggers off pain, 1 card, not that great. If we picked up Wild Strike, maybe it would be a bit better. True Grit is always amazing. You basically get to remove a card from your library. So you make your deck smaller, you remove a strike or a defend, so you draw your better cards. And when you upgrade it, you get to get more block, almost the equivalent of 2 blocks for 1 energy, and you get to choose the card you exhaust. That is really good. Pommel Strike, very good. You get to draw cards, and you get to deal almost double the damage of a strike. I'm just looking at strikes like they're 5 damage, just off of my mental thing of just what's going on. There's Sword Boomerang. There's the thing I was talking about 3 times. I mean, 3 times is scaling technically off strength. You have a strength pot here, but let's just do what we're gonna do, which is get this out of our deck. And we don't have any way to gain strength. An argument could be made to gain the strength potion. And as you can see, nothing worth upgrading. So we get our rest in here. And we should be able to, with this deck, kill the robot here. I think it's a robot, so therefore it is. Alright. 30 damage right off the first turn. regen coming in. We have a dex potion. This enemy is truly annoying because, of course, it is blocking usually most of the time and also hitting us for 3 damage every time we hit it, so we have to be a bit careful when we fight it. Let's go like so, and we probably want to go, how do we want to do this? If I hit, I take a total of 5 damage. If I hit you, I deal 15. Not worth, so the correct answer is to block and get in a free hit and take no damage. He's still vulnerable for a few more turns. Our deck is very small, so it's very likely we'll get bashed back rather quickly. Alright, so this is a fun moment here because we have a few options, and I believe my correct option is to play Hemokinesis on the turn I can. Do I want to hit again? Dealing 16, I'm taking 11. I hit you right now, though I get in 13. I think it's correct choice to try and get some damage. We have 70 HP. The enemy is down almost 100 HP. Let's see here. He's dealing a large sum of damage. Let's drink our potion. Block. Alright, draw our card. Oh, we draw a strike plus. Nice. And let's not take damage for as long as we can. As we deal damage, it's usually how you win. And knowing when to trade and when not to trade is also a valuable learning tool. And as we go on longer and longer in the fight, the Warp Tong will upgrade almost every card in our library, making things a little bit silly. Alrighty, you're hitting us for 36 this time. Alrighty. But we can just make you transform. I didn't realize that. Let's... Okay. Transformed again. Alright. Let's pay attention to that. Okay. I'm pretty sure like all my cards are now upgraded. Oh, 1 defend is not upgraded. Okay, 2 blocks. And then we can hit. Hoping to draw a bash and a Hemokinesis in 1 turn. That gives us a nice large sum of damage. What do we got here? Let's hit with the bash, and then defend the attack. Okay, would have been the same amount of damage if I attacked or blocked first. I'm gonna point that out. Okay, what do we got here? 20 coming in, and we can hit him like so, bring him down to 50. Still have more than half our HP until now. And we're doing just fine is what that basically means. Boom, boom. Battle trance into a Hemokinesis. Yeah, should be dead next turn no matter what. Hopefully speaking. Hopefully speaking is the key word. Alrighty then, we're looking like we're gonna block, play it just because we can. Oh, and making sure, okay, there we go, back here. And, okay, you're dead. Can I draw a block card so I don't take extra damage? I can, by, oh, I'm gonna say, whoops, I messed up, but then I realized I can just hit him twice anyway. Okay, Fiend Fire, double tap, Immolate. So our main source of damage right now is Hemokinesis. Double tapping that allows us to potentially deal 60 damage a turn for 4 HP, which is pretty good. Double tap upgraded. What is the beta? Okay. Okay, I like that. Let's leave that on. Oh, it stays on. Okay, great. What? What are these? What is it? Deal 20 damage to all enemies. So this is basically the equivalent of Hemokinesis, but it hits all enemies, and it costs 1 more mana for that benefit. Of course, this gets worse the longer the fight. We have Fiendfire. Fiendfire is a very interesting card, and it is a very dangerous card. But the huge benefit of this card, and why I believe this is the correct choice, is because right now we're banking on the fact that we are in Act 2 or 3 going to get at least something that will give us strength gain. And the moment that happens, at a minimum, we have 5 cards in our hand. At a minimum. Meaning, this scales by strength 4 times. If we draw Fiendfire and we have Battle Trance in our hand size is now 8 when we play Fiendfire, meaning our strength scales by 8 damage on the attack, which is very ludicrous and basically will allow us very well in the endgame to do great. For now, though, is not overtly amazing, so to say. More energy right now, not really a concern. All strikes and defense, a little bit crazy, and losing gold. So we're banking on getting more cards right now. We don't like the slime because it prevents us from inherently removing strikes through the store. But we do have exhaust, and we can pick up things around that, which is far more stable than the Pandora box or the crown. So we're going to pick up the slime even though we can't use the shop anymore functionally beyond what we currently have. Means it's also fine to go straight towards a shop right off the bat. I don't know if I want to go towards the super elite. I think I like going this way either way. We'll decide whether or not at this spot if we're going to the left or the right. Spheric Guardian, Spheric. Okay, hit him with the club. And then now we get to do this. So we're gonna have a lot of more potential attacks, which is great. Okay, drawing more. So as you can see right now, we have, besides Fiendfire, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I get that right? 4. Okay, so it's actually by 7. I'm bad at math because Fiendfire counts in the 8. So 7 times 7. So 7 times 5 is 35. Add 2 more 7s onto that is like 49. So we have 49 damage sitting right here, potentially. That does not kill the enemy, but what can allow us to kill the enemy, you can see Hemokinesis gets me more than 7 damage. So I like to play Hemokinesis. Then we can see this improved strike does more than 7 damage, so it's worth playing. And now we have Fiendfire for 5, so we have 35 damage. You can see the enemy now only has 31 health. And that is a GG. And that is why don't be scared of the Fiendfire. Now we have another option here. Play the top card of your draw pile, Exhausted. This one is very scary because this could hit our bash or our Hemokinesis and we can no longer play it. And we don't get any inherent benefit for exhausting hard. Except if we exhaust bash, there's an argument to be made over the energy cost, but we have 4 energy, so Havoc is really not good right now. Double in your block. This is sort of not horrible, because we do have a large amount of energy, so we can potentially get 20 block out of this. Is that worth it? Sort of not really. We then have Thunderclap Plus, which is better than a strike. But right now our main source of vulnerable is coming from the bash. We have a large source of energy. We don't really need a thing. The argument could be made here that it hits all enemies and we only have single target. Personally, I don't think that outweighs or makes us inherently good. So we're gonna skip. I don't think any of those things have benefited our current deck. This is ironic, because if we get this, yes, you're guessing right, we literally just get cursed. And if we do this one, we again get nothing, but we don't get a negative. So towards the shop. So in the shop, we have a few options. We have Rupture, which is very good for us. But then that also prevents us from removing a card. So what is the benefit here? Which one outweighs each other? I believe this is something we need. I'm going to grab that. And then we have a few other options in here. And personally, I think we're lacking right now on block. I'm going to pick up a Shrug It Off. And that is it for the shops in this run. But our deck is now far more stable in the sense, because now we play this. Then we go over here and we say, which one do we want to hit? You are gaining strength. So we hit you, we play this. Boom. And boom. We are taking a large sum of damage, but it's not the end of the world for the amount of stuff we got off turn 1. I usually always expect to take damage off the birds, because I hate them so. Alright, so Limit Break is now way more feng shui. But we do also get the option to exhaust 3 cards for 3 attacks on the one bird that is deciding to attack us. Now we take no damage this turn, our strength is doubled, and we're having a great time. Love to see Rupture upgraded. Very fun. What does it get? It gets us more strength, that's all it really does. What does the beta card art look like? Now I gotta see. Hey. Okay, internal hemorrhage in your intestine. We're gonna enjoy the normal art now. For now. It's that's definitely a thing you show me, game. We do want to block first, because if we don't get our nice, fine and dandy card draw off our Shrug It Off. We're doubling our strength yet again, and we can now have a few options. I believe our best option: kill this bird. Kill this bird, death be upon him, we get our energy back. Kill this bird, we get our energy back. Now we're staring down just this one bird. He is dealing 12 damage to us. We can simply go like so, and we are perfectly fine, and in fact we no longer even need to play Hemokinesis. We're fine. We should be able to kill him without Hemokinesis now. Perfectly fine with the amount of health we traded. Limit Break again into a nice large amount of damage, and now our strength gain is through the roof, and it only took 1 card. Entrench for cheaper. That is tempting. Perfect Strike, not very tempting. We removed a few strengths, so we got 4. So we get a total of 12 damage, so meaning our Perfect Strike here plus only does 18 damage. Twin Strike actually scales twice. It scales twice with our strength. So it actually does something for us in the literal sense. I think I could take on 3 elites in a row. No, I don't think so, but I probably can definitely take on 2 elites and fight that super elite in Act 3. Let's go, question mark. Oh, thank you, game. Truly kindness. Would you like a cleave? I sort of actually do. Well, I'll take that. That's the last of my money. Please don't give me another shop. The reason we want to cleave is because we suck at these fights in particular right here. Alright, game. We got a few options here. Let's kill you. And block here. Battle Trance to a Twin Strike, sure. Why'd he gain strength? Oh, when he gets hit. I'm dumb. I shouldn't have attacked him. I should have attacked the boss. He's gonna die. He's got 18 HP. But we have to keep ourselves aware of what's going on the right side of the screen there. That is very terrifying. In fact, we're gonna potion. Okay, power here into a skill. We want to do that, of course, after we play said card here. Getting rid of him, giving us back some strength. Get some block here, not a great amount. We do get to hit the enemy for 30 damage back, and they are hitting us for 25, so we win on the exchange, but we are down to half health. The overall run of things for the rest of the fight. Alright, so now we get this, so you can see way better to have that than the other options. Entrenched maybe could have, if I drew it in that specific turn, saved me from the gremlin leader. I wonder if the gremlin leader can tell the gremlin knob what to do. That is the question I have. So we got a few options here. Of course we're gonna do this. Boom. And now he dies to Fiendfire no matter what we do. Probably could have just played Fiendfire with a limit break, but I just want him gone. Art of War, not gonna come up too often. Okay, disarm. Interesting. Who is the boss at the end again? Is it the collector? It's the champ. So the disarm is really good on enemies that hit you multiple times. Who does this affect the most? That we like the most that it affects is the heart. Heart losing 3 strength permanently for the entire fight is incredibly good. Anger is also really good in our deck with our strength gain and the fact that it will get exhausted. With Fiendfire, we don't really worry about. It is basically a strike, but it's 0 cost, and we have right now only one thing to draw cards. Ignoring Shrug It Off, because that's mostly, we're playing that actually for its block value. We technically have 2 things, drawing as cards, which allows us to get more value out of this, because just drawing it in your starting hand decreases the value of it, because it is a strike that is 0 cost, and we already would rather draw other cards than a strike. That is the trades off of Anger, but it, as you can see, does 6 damage. Art Strength would make that 9 damage for his no mana. We currently have 4, that's really good, but Disarm is just so good at helping you kill bosses later in the run that is really hard not to validate it as an option to pick. We get a few options here. On what we can pick, we can increase our strength gain and make this scale way faster, which I believe is what we do want over the 3 strength technically that we're getting in exchange for just upgrading Fiendfire. So we're gonna go Rupture, and that is the core of our deck right now, so we do want it upgraded and not depending on the Warp Tongs. What do we got here? We got 16, got a bunch of damage coming in here. And we can deal 29 damage this turn and take an extra 2 damage while blocking 10. Okay. That is fine by me. I hate this enemy because it does that attack repeatedly. This is an example of where Disarm is really good. Boom is now only dealing 15 damage to us. And 7 times 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 7 times 6, more than 35 is 42, but that is not enough. But you notice we have a few options here because this does 7 damage. We have a few cards here that do more than 7 damage. For instance, Bash, but then if we Bash, you notice we cannot play the Fiendfire. If we play Twin Strike, we knock him down to 40. Then we have 5 times 7, which is 35, still not enough to kill him. Okay, we have done the math. So let's go like so, block, block, we have blocked to 13, so we're taking 2 damage. And we want probably go like this to play another card because we have Mummified Hand. Okay. Okay. Oh, and it's upgraded this turn. That is a free play on that card. We will play that, and next turn we win. We'll not play Hemokinesis because we should be able to just kill it with anything. Thank you. Up to 32 HP after the fight. Another cleave, another perfected strike. A headbutt could be made as an argument to line up certain cards that we have to toss. Like say we get Limit Break and then Rupture or Hemokinesis out of the order that we're gaining our strength in, which allows us to more guarantee the setup. The downside is it's another attack card. Maw Bank, ironic. I believe, yep, Maw Bank, it literally gets cancelled by Ectoplasm. The question now, there's an elite here. Do I rest to fight the elite? I believe I do, because one of my options for upgrade, Fiendfire, is my, of course, super good option. But is that more worthwhile than the health gained? And I think no. We want the health gain now. And that way we know when we get to the other campfires if we're fine or not. Okay. No blocks in our starting hand. Very kind of you, game. Really beyond measure. So now we get to kill one. It's fine. We get to go like so, hitting all the other ones, drawing us into a battle trance, drawing us into a block. Alright. Interesting. So this is sort of where a headbutt would be nice, because now you can go and grab Limit Break or something like that. But right now we are dealing with the problem of the fact that the enemies are trying to murder us. Twin Strike. We'd rather play like so. Yeah, I don't think we'd rather Fiendfire this turn. Kill this guy first, usually because he just does more damage. Task Magic Master. Bleh, Task Magic. Task Manager. Yep, that's now my true origins are being revealed. Years of IT have trained me for this one moment. The Taskmaster always usually attacks you for 7, so usually it's fine just, you know, leaving him be. We're just gonna slap that on you because I don't get any other cards you really want to play, and we just hit you repeatedly till you die, as it usually is. You could say maybe he's living longer, so the disarm on him is better, but by that point, very likely. How do we kill you the most effective way possible? Fiendfire also gets rid of 2 wounds in our deck, but we lose our bash. Let's instead just murder this one. Okay. Don't get to technically use that. 3 times 7, 21. 21 damage now. Okay. We'll do that now. A little bit bad because it's almost basically just a Hemokinesis. Except we lost 7 health. Should be fine. The keywords should. Next turn, let's see, we should be able to kill him just fine here. We know we got a lot of wounds, but should be able to draw a way to kill him. Not worth it playing Hemokinesis. There's no reason to take 2 damage at this point, especially when we're blocking for everything. Okay, goodbye. Boom. Heal some health. Meal ticket. Okay, it's punishing me harsh. It is harshly punishing me for picking up the Ectoplasm with 2 relics already. Truly a kind game. Offering. This is a very scary card to a lot of people, but right now we love taking damage with our Rupture. So hello, Offering. You are now in the library. Does this have beta? What does have beta art? This has beta. I don't know. I like the red. Seeing the red is nice. What? Yeah, that's just bad. Emo can eat. Okay. The Rupture one was just terrifying. What's the Fiendfire beta art? Okay. What's the Limit Break one? That's pretty good. Why? Why? That's just hideous. I hate looking at, so we're gonna turn on that. That's pretty good. But this is what I really came here for. Oh, which is better? I think this one's nice for all the people who love that art style. Alrighty, so first part here, kill the one with the most health. They are all choosing to incantation this turn. And wait for him to say his caca. Yep, there you go. You do not belong here. Great. Truly kind. Let's see here. We do want to play Rupture first. We are going to play the Cleave. Wind Strike is 14 damage. Go like so. Kill them with the Headbutt, allowing us to put what do we want on the top of our library. I guess we will take back the Cleave. Alright. Then, well, I mean, they're both at the same health. We'll kill, I guess, you. And we're taking 12 damage. Truly not great. Not nice. Not fine and or dandy. Okay, now we get a whole bunch of options. Gremlin Horn does draw me a card. What I'm thinking, I go, let's see, 7 times 4, here we are again, it's 28, which is exactly enough to kill that one bird there. So I'm gonna do that. What are we drawing? You would do me like this game. Alright, it's technically better, or more likely, you get a benefit out of that card. Draw into such cards like this. Limit Break, into a bash, into a kill. So we took 6 damage instead of taking the 10 damage just from the bird. Whirlwind, we love to see it. We will gladly accept that. Now we have 2 huge sources of damage. The Fiendfire and the Whirlwind. Of course, Fiendfire does more damage. And it doesn't have a set cost, whereas the scales off of how much energy you have. Ties into our offering and our Gremlin Horn. So both of these are really nice in our deck. But of course, as you can see right now, we have 5 blocking cards. So we would love to see some blocking cards. Question is, do I use this Bonfire or do I upgrade Fiendfire? And I think the choice is healing here and seeing whether or not we get to after this fight. Alright, maybe not what the answer is going to be. Draw a card to block said attack. Leave. Wind Strike. Then a full block. And we should be fine. We gotta kill the Dwarven Centurion. I don't know if he's a dwarf. He's technically taller than me. I mean, this person's green. I'm green. Coincidence? Who knows? Let's see here. Draw some cards, of course. Why not? Rupture, Hemokinesis. Or Whirlwind for 20. I do like this play, because then something becomes free. Hit him like so. Hit him like so. At 10, we actually get 14 damage off this. We play that. Or we can disarm, take only 11 damage, and hit him for 11 damage. We are trying to not lose HP, so I'd rather play the disarm, and I don't really have a way of killing him on that turn. Okay, what do we draw here? We draw a Limit Break. a bash, a headbutt. The headbutt allows us to draw what back? Nothing is technically free. I mean, I could offering, still don't really like that. Just put a block over here for now. Make sure we can hopefully block the one attack coming in from this person this turn. Kill you, hopefully. We have a way to deal 20 damage. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Just go in for some damage. Let's not use the hemokinesis. Trying to get that HP up instead of down. We're struggling because we don't have block cards we need, but this is the end of this fight. We'd really like a Reaper or a feed, something to just give us what we want. True Grit is nice. True Grit is nice. True Grit allows us to get rid of the bad cards in our library. But we cannot survive against the champ unless we heal. We are going to do that, and let's go into the champ. We had to heal way too many times in that act due to the fact we don't have block cards. Playing the offering now. Don't really like it because we don't have Rupture in play, but allows us to block more. We could Fiend Fire for 7. 7 times 7. Back to 49 damage. 49 damage, not really worth it here off the start. But let's go block. How do we want to do this? Full block, I guess. Draw some more cards. Rupture into play. Rupture makes the strike free. Allows us to headbutt and strike. Okay. We got Rupture off early, which what we want because we want to trade health on our terms against the champ. Disarm, nice. Hemokinesis, 30 plus 2 strength. Ties into one of these. Do we care about losing the twin strike versus blocking fully this turn? I would rather deal 20 damage. Okay. Wants to hit us for a nice friendly. 22. We can deal 15 times 4, which is 60 damage with that. Of course, we don't block. The downside there. We are going to club. Make sure he stays vulnerable. Headbutt. Headbutt to put the bash back. Throw the whirlwind into the air. Hallelujah. There it goes. We are taking more damage than we would like, and he is not as far down on the health total as we would like. Okay, draw me a card. Fiend Fire. For 40. And we'll play that now. We need to get damage in. Get damage in while he's not hitting us. We still have Whirlwind, which will be our finisher for this fight. Okay. Draw me cards. Perfect Hemokinesis. Allows us to go like so for 24. Double our strength. Then we get block. Block. Our follow-up. We're now up to 8 strength, and theoretically from here we should be able to outscale the boss. Especially now that we've discarded so many cards from our hand, so this is an easy throw on this. Boom, 72 damage off the whirlwind. And we are now ready to draw another shuffle to deck. We got this time, we got a headbutt into nothing. There's now a headbutt into the bash. Okay, and then we'll hit him with one of these. So we have now outscaled him. He's gonna get mad. He's gonna get angry. Yeah. He's going to use the nice inflamed card on himself. We don't like that. We do like the 16 and the follow-up. We didn't kill him. Alright, why didn't I kill him? 6 times 3. Wow, I get, okay, we're dead. I'm bad at this game. Alright. Alright. Never play your cards quickly is what you learned there. But then again, we had a horrible Act 2, so that is perfectly fine. Alright, Ironclad again. Until we get to Ascension 20, I will be playing Ironclad until I die, which will be very painful, because I like to get my diversity. Maybe if we get him to 10, we'll switch off to something else, so I don't go insane. There's a shop. Don't have anything that gives me money. They're an early elite we want to get to. Not really, because both elites are behind 4 combats, which isn't great. In fact, the only elite not behind 4 combats is on the right, which actually isn't too horrible except for the fact of getting to the shop. I think that is the path, though. We want to go that way. Don't think we want an early on shop, so we want to fight an elite. We have 2 ways of doing it: 3 random potions or a random rare card. Rare cards on Ironclad are usually really good, and it'll help us fight the first combat. And now the game is satirically mocking me for my ineptitude to play a Fiendfire deck. Thank you, game. Really kind of you. Really, you know no bounds in your kindness. I am forever thankful to you. Club. Block. It's going to shield. Okay. Now we get 3 attacks in a row. Alright, hopefully on this turn, we can deal a simple 11 damage. Hopefully. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, what do we get as option? Like I said earlier, anger really good. Weak also really saves us from potential damage. There's another 2-cost card. Problem with that one. I don't know if we want to start stacking up 2-cost cards when we already have 2. Because then that means usually we'll be drawing a dead card because we can only play 1 of the 2 cost. Well, I'm going to pick up anger. And we're going to hope that that is the better choice in the long run. Cancel. We want to give them a strike. On the kindness of our heart. Thank you for removing a strike from our deck. I don't care if you give me anything, that's already a benefit. Alright, club the bird to death. Alright. Clubbing the bird to death. Because I do not want to join his club. Are the cultists furries? Only certain people know, and that's not me. A second anger. We're gonna turn that one down. A second win for block. A havoc. Yeah, none of those are too great. Of course, if we go to this one, 3rd combat, 4th combat. 4th combat's always harder. We're just gonna stick to our nice, friendly, easy route. 4 times 7 doesn't give us lethal on the slime. We want to go block, block, hit you. Trying to not take unhealable damage. Okay, perfect, you're dead. And it allows us to play a strike on you. Not the best because of course we have no attack, but great, now this turn we don't get to block properly. Isn't that great? I mean, it's choosing not to attack us, so we're perfectly fine with that. And play the slime, play the block. So as you can see, anger's fine. It's basically like you're drawing a strike, except it costs nothing. And when something costs nothing, it works great with Fiendfire, especially when it creates copies of itself. We are fighting towards an elite. Best thing to probably kill the elite would be a cleave. It is a higher damage strike to everything, so if we fight elite that is multiple enemies, we are happy that we are not taking said damage. And of course, as you can also see, anger still with 3 mana is not horrible. That's not enough damage to kill. Go block, block, strike. Taking 3 damage, but we heal 6, so it's not the end of the world yet. So we get a turn where we can no longer block his damage. We are still 7, we're only dealing 28. But that deals more damage. Now you notice we deal the exact amount of damage. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, goodbye. Essence of Steel, great, we got a potion. Reaper. Can I take Reaper here? Ooh, I think Reaper is a fine addition to the deck, especially when you're fighting the Knob. Reaper turn 1, not the best draw. Oh, it's because we are at full health. That's technically the worst draw we can get for the Reaper in our current situation. We will bash, we will cleave, and we will strike him with our anger. Take 16 damage, and hope that we're only taking 10 damage if we can kill him fast enough. As you can see here, another example. Cleave, boom. Then we have this, and you notice it's dealing 30 damage. Boom, meaning we only took 10 damage on the Gnoblin. Great. That is metal. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so we got the Battle Trance here, which I personally think is our best option, especially when we have cards like Anger. The 0-cost cards get so much better with card draw. Losing health right now, not really anything that benefits from it. Turn 1, what do we always want to draw? As an attack, we'll pick Anger. And then we'll just upgrade Anger at said bonfire. There's, of course, numerous upgrades we can make here. Numerous, but making Anger better is, I think, more beneficial to us. Just because we start with it now, so we're trying to make this Bottle Flame not garbage. We are going to get Cursed. Very good. The trade-off is no longer can we remove a strike, but that usually, especially when you get Maw Bank, outweighs the post-mortem analysis. Now, we have a bonfire here, but the bonfire makes us fight 2 more enemies, whereas I can go this way. Bonfire are 2... the events instead. We have self-sustain off of the Reaper. Let's try and go towards this way so we get another card upgrade. Reaper up, Fiendfire up, Bash up. I think we like the Reaper up as the first offer. Okay. Now this is a good fight for the Reaper. They would like to deal a large sum of that damage to us. But we have heal for 10 here. Not the greatest, no matter what we're blocking. This is a fun turn. We have no strength scaling, so it's never going to get better than it is currently. We want to kill the Jawworm first because he gains scaling and strength. Whereas the slime just makes it harder to fight, but the slime by itself is fine. Slime plus Jawworm, not so great. Alrighty. The 8 damage. Boom. Question here is, do we Fiendfire? I think we Fiendfire just because he gets rid of the injury. And now we are in 1v1 with the Jawworm. He took no extra damage on that combat. And we get a potential chance here to destroy the Jawworm. Boom, 1 damage here, not horrible. Acceptable damage, acceptable. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, colorless potion, pommel strike, ghostly armor, sword boomerang. Ghostly armor though, is a nice option. Don't have a lot of block, so that is actually good for us. I don't think we want to go to the shop because potentially very quickly we can get like 600 gold by the next floor. I don't really want to fiend fire said attack. We can fiend fire for 14 here. Not the worst thing in the world, but it is pretty bad. We are taking how much damage? 9. Hope that we only end this fight losing that much. Gonna heal for 5 here. Hoping that we can kill him quick enough. We are only gonna be able to block this turn. Okay, and we did happen to draw already the number of cards we needed, but now we're gonna have a very fun turn next turn. Guaranteed. Alright, buddy old pal. Get clubbed and then feel my anger. Okay, Snecko oil. Ooh, that's scary. Shockwave. Don't have any way of reliably dealing the weak yet, but it is another 2 cost is the problem with it. But it is better than Perfect Strike because we are trying to remove strikes from our deck and depend on anger. So Shockwave it is. And we're going to ignore the store and keep building up our resources because we gain 12 gold plus 25%. So we are gaining a total of 15 gold of math. Weak here is pretty decent. So now we're only taking 15 damage. We also get to maybe actually kill one of them. Which one's dealing the most damage? You. Feel my wrath. Okay, so we take no damage this turn. Thank you, Bottled Anger. I'm telling you. Worth the upgrade, even though there's rare cards. The anger just reliably plussed. Always a benefit. Just fiend fire you. Goodbye. Alright, this turn we should draw enough to deal 20 damage. Especially considering we have cards like this. Okay, boom. Alright. I have failed myself. I can gain potion here to not take damage. But I gained 6 health at the end of combat, so it's not the end of the world. Mismanaging your energy. Very bad. But mostly that's you, the player, and it's something you'll learn over time, so there's not too much you can really do about it. Discard that for that. Another anger. Wind strike. Don't want more attacks. We don't want to disbalance ourselves. Besides, Flash is just one of those cards that you're just like, I don't know about that one. Shockwave. Shockwave for more potential damage, less damage taken. Into an anger. And let's see what we draw this turn, and hopefully we can kill him without taking damage. This enemy is ridiculous. The amount of damage he does, and then he just runs away with all your money is sort of silly. So let's kill him. It's like what does this test your deck for? That you can you turn one kill an enemy? Like what is that? Oh, like what? Okay, well either way he's dead. We only got hit twice. Got our gold back. Uppercut is now bad. We don't want another anger. We don't want another twin strike. Go. We're now going to upgrade. That allows us a lot of potential. This is very good. We don't have a strength scaling. I think these two are already fine enough on their own, so let's go with the upgrade of Fiendfire and hope that that helps us kill the slime. So the slime, what we're hoping for here on the slime, scale enough strength up. Oop. That we can deal the 70 damage when it splits. So trying to not get destroyed by its power attack coming up is preparing to do. Play this just so we don't lose it. We would love to still draw it. So here comes the Slime Crush attack. So we want to deal as much damage as possible in this turn, but we are going to drink the Snecko. Okay, Snecko has given us a few silly options. If I play this, I can't play the attack. That's pretty rude of you. Okay. Can I still block? No. So Snecko has not given us what we wanted. Let's toss this at him. Block for 10. Then hit him with the strike. Okay. 18 damage. Not the worst thing in the world. We're basically full health. Okay, he splits in 9 damage. So we don't really like playing the Reaper here. Battle Trance into a Fiendfire. So Fiendfire does... Alright, this might be it. There we go, that's what we were hoping for. And all that took was 3 strength and vulnerability. Terrifying. A limit break. Don't have any way of actually gaining strength currently. Gaining more energy is nice for the rest of the fight. We do have a lot of 2-cost cards, but 2 of our 2-cost cards, well actually 3 of them are exhaust. So this loses its value over time, especially considering all the anger we'll be generating. Oh, I'm gonna do the horrible strategy again that I did last time that failed me, which is grab the limit break and gain strength, hopefully from something. Astrolabe allows us to remove 3 strikes for a random card. Philosopher's Stone allows us to basically guarantee more card play, but the enemies deal more damage. I sort of like this. Boom. Okay, that's not horrible. We got some card draw, we got some damage. Not the worst thing we could have gotten. There's a shop right there. Shop goes towards there, into another shop, into a couple of elites. I do like that route. 1-2 enemies. It'll be a while before you fight the 3rd enemy. Actually, you can almost make it at the end of the level. I do like that. We'll lose our Maw Bank, but we're almost at 600 buckaroos, so we're doing fairly fine. Draw some more cards. Shockwave. And slap him with the anger just so we generate the anger. Anger is now amazing because we have no strikes. Makes it great. You are a cheeky boy, aren't you? 15 times 4 is 60. He has 84 HP right now. Hitting us for 10. I think this is fine. We are technically, potentially only taking 4 damage off that. Hopefully. Reaper here for a heal of 7. That feel right? I think killing him feels more right. Yeah, I like that better. Inflamed, thank you, and it's a plus. Very good. Very good. Okay, Battle Trance. Okay, Carnage. We will play this so it doesn't disappear. Hit him. Alright, our deck is very savage. Very good. He has 49 HP. How do we want to do this? 3 strength makes this deal 20 damage. And if we play all 3 attacks, that would be 14 plus this. Give us 31 damage. Not enough. Alright, bucko. Let's get rid of that strike. Give me some cards. Alright, Fiend Fire. I believe that actually does kill. 5 times that, 50. Yeah, see you later. Boom. Bada bing. Elixir. We don't want any more attacks. We already have a large sum of attacks. We have made it to our goal of 600 gold before a shop. Jacked. That is a quick way to end the fight. I do like that. If we take the mutagen, potentially if we draw our limit break turn 1, it gets us 3 strength. But this just, that's just out of control. Okay, what do you got for me? So first things first. Do we have anything we want to remove? We have a curse that isn't doing anything for us. Literally worse than a strike. Rupture, do we have anything losing us health? Not inherently, so Rupture isn't too great. Exhausting a card, again, is great. And it's a block. We want this. We don't really need this. I'm never actually good with the Frozen Eye. I am going to pick up the True Grit as a way to sort of clean out stuff generated from playing Wild Strike. And I can potentially remove other cards from my library too. And a lot of them are already exhaust. See here. Exhaust. Ethereal. Exhaust. 5. 6. 6 cards disappear on my library, so my library goes down to 13. Does True Grit become useful at making the 13 cards better? I don't know. We've already gotten rid of all our strikes. I don't think so. Warcry, just bad. Finesse, other things like that. No, save our money for the next shop. And let's go towards the elite. Okay, on to you, the gremlin. 12 cards, match them to keep them. 5 tries, no do-overs. Are you ready? Let's start. The first time you do this, always terrifying. You might just get complete garbage. We wouldn't mind a berserk now. No, don't curse me. Twin strike, nah. Okay. So what do we got here? We can go upgrade a card. What will we upgrade? Limit break. Or we can go to the elite into an upgrade. Yeah, either way, I think fighting the elite now is the correct decision. Interesting turn 1 of events. We are taking a large sum of damage because of our great ability to put block cards into our deck. Ouch. Ouch. True Grit now looking great. Ow. Okay. This does 8. Okay. Ethereal, 10 block, we take 10 damage. Increase that to taking 15 damage. We play this. Oh, it's at the start of your next turn. Yeah, we're just gonna say no to Berserk for now. Okay. We get web shot. We cannot attack this turn as our punishment for not killing that dude over there. Thank you, game. But we can do this to take less damage, playing the block card and losing health for strength. Okay, what do we got here? 12 damage. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. You're dead. I don't care if you're dealing 15 or whatever you're doing over there. You're dead to me. You're dead. You die to that. Limit break. To bash. Or a burning pact. Potentially draw a better hand. Oh, whoops. Never mind. Never mind. You get once again ruined by your own. I swear it's the change in the cover art. The cover art messed me up. It doesn't look like Battle Trance. It looks like a very strange man you'd find at a Renaissance fair. That's a turn. You got me, game. So our self-sustain sadly didn't truly help us through this elite. But we do have 10 strength, which is a pretty terrifying thing to think about. 27 does not kill you. I would love it to. Sadly, I did not get that option unless I throw a potion at you. Die. Yay. This is killing you. Very good. Intimidate. We don't really like that because it just, yeah. We have a huge amount of weak coming in from our shockwave. Iron wave. No, we'd rather see our anger than that in our hand. Body slam. We have no blockade. What do you got for me? Strawberry, artifact, bludgeon. Okay. So gain some max HP. Now, there's nothing really to remove except for that last strike. Or we can gain bludgeon. Bludgeon pairs nicely with berserk, allowing a large damage to flow through, but we already have so many attack cards. I don't know if I want to misbalance it by potentially picking this up. I think my correct play, grab this, grab this, grab this, and there we go. We already have a bit of card draw, so I don't think the Centennial puzzle is the best thing. We would definitely get some use out of it. Upgrade a card or another elite, so I fight 2 elites in a row. Can I survive that? I can if I play the Reaper correctly. Alright, let's bet on our ability to play Reaper correctly. Hello, Book of Stabbing. Shockwave to you, my friend. Shockwave to you. Goodbye, that attack. You'll be missed. Now we can just go over here, over there. Ooh, okay. We don't want to Reaper now. Block. No point in playing Limit Break. We literally have no strength. Next turn, taking some damage. Hopefully, potentially, we can get some strength scaling on the Reaper. Then we'll be happy, fine, and or. Hey, this is a interesting turn, to say the least. Gaining said strength. Draw first. Our artifact removed that, so we can draw more cards. And then play this. Gain vulnerable now. But theoretically, should provide us more benefit, hopefully. I don't know, maybe it was a bad play. We did it nonetheless. Okay, here's the Reaper this turn, so we're gonna throw this at him. Okay, deal 15 health back. We don't currently have a way to kill him. This is a very terrifying position we found ourselves in. Because we are taking 40. Okay, so misplayed and we're dead. Ah, classic. Man, what's going on? The last couple streams I've been doing great, and yet today I've been getting destroyed. I'm just not playing him defensively enough, I guess. Well, 9 o'clock, and I've been dying a lot, so hopefully this time, you know, we don't die. Oh, what's going on? I need to go over my guide, our description again, so I remember all the things I should be doing. Okay, there's a store right here. There's a store right here. Store right there. A lot of places where there's a store, so I will take the gold. I believe the best way is probably here, here, here. And then we decide at that point whether or not we can fight the hardened elite. Okay, let's kill you. Now they're about the same HP. We should be able to kill either one of them next turn. Potentially with our card draw. What do we got? 3 strikes. Yep. So whoever's attacking gets to be murdered by. Very good. Now we no longer are weapon weak. We still cannot block, but hopefully we draw 2 strikes. Or we can do that. Just club them. Goodbye. Alrighty, alrighty. What do we get here? Clothesline right off the bat. Alright. Give us our weak. Alright, this turn is not the greatest. Hopefully we take less damage. The fight goes on because we have lost 1 HP for good. Boom. This. Clothesline is good. You get to deal damage and you get to take less damage, which is what you love on Ironclad, is to do things like that. Can I kill you? Your total HP right now would be 522. 8, 9 would not do it. 12 plus, yeah, so I don't have a combination that can do it. But let's just block. We're fine. We're fine. He hasn't dealt us any more damage yet. Okay. Not dead yet. Very kind of him, but hopefully we can deal 8 damage. Oh no, my bad. 9 damage. Shield is growing impeccably strong. Goodbye, sir. Stilled Chaos. Alrighty. Entrenched Clash and Infernal Blade. Cost of 0 this turn. Infernal Blade is a very iffy card. If you kill the opponent fast, it's great. If not, you're very likely to get an attack that doesn't match your deck. And Ironclad is already disbalanced on the attacks. Flash. Like, this is a very scary card because when we add more blocks into our deck, it gets worse and worse. But blocking is good. Double our block. Our block right now does not need to be doubled to 10 from 1 block. Okay, into the event. What's gonna happen? Upgrade clothesline. Oh yeah, what's this? Oh, I was expecting it like a coat hanger or something. That is that the suit of armor just punching through someone's head? That is terrifying. If you upgrade, 2 more damage, 1 more weak. 3. Okay. That is the choice we have made. We will live with it. Okay, what are you gonna give me? Chemical X. It's potentially very good. We find an X cost card. by itself. Very bad. There's an option here for a bludgeon. A bludgeon does get us closer to killing this friendly boy over this way. You can also go up to this elite and fun time as well. I think a bludgeon here is my choice. Bludgeon it is. Bludgeon and bank on killing this guy so we don't have to kill him later on. Bludgeon, of course, goodbye. Bludgeon very good early on in hallway fights, and then potentially when you get more energy it becomes very powerful. You go 6 plus 6, 12, not more than what you are doing, so that's very kind of you. So I get sort of not the best turn out of this, but I am healing for full anyway. If I kill you this turn, that is, being the definition. You like so, you like so, goodbye. Okay, flex potion, very good. Cleave, fix that up. We'd love to see some more block cards now. We've got the attacks we want. We will hit him with that one turn 1, just so potentially over the next couple turns he does less damage to us. Instead of us doing, you know, more damage to him, is of course the trade. I take a 12 damage here. Very nice of you, the Gnoblin. Okay. Okay. Now we pray that we can kill him this turn and not take more than 24 damage. Do 12 is 22 HP right now. We can flex potion him. Goodbye. Shuriken, very nice. And it gave us a feed. Okay. A feed on floor 6. Very interesting choice you've given me, game. Now what route do we want to take after this? We go into the shop here. Go towards another bonfire. We get the option of going this way on the board, which gets us to another elite there and another bonfire. We of course lose the bonfire here, so these equalize each other out. This is 2 enemies guaranteed. This is 1, 2. So this route's better if we want the campfires and we don't want the elites. This one's better if we want 2 elites. I do have an Act 1 elite killing deck. Either way, we're going to the shop. Either way, we're here. And first things first, of course, buy one of you. Okay. Then we're going here. Bludgeon gets an insane high amount of damage, but feed, it's very good. We don't necessarily hate hallway fights now that we have feed. Another thing to keep in mind. Okay, that is, we love to see that. We have not added a power card yet, so all potential power cards are upgraded. And we don't have to use a bonfire for that. Let's do this. Let's go see if we can kill 2 elites. If not, we can hustle our way straight out. Get some vulnerable in, end turn not dealing damage. And see if we can potentially get a good turn here. Ooh, that's rude. Ouch. We of course don't want to play our feed because we would love to feed on the Legoland. So now we gotta get to a point where we can do that. Clothesline. A weak is 25% less damage, so we take 15, we take 10 damage total. I'm willing to take that trade. Just in case we don't get a nice turn this turn. But no, we do. Okay. Feed. Inevitable. Consume. Max HP shall increase. I'm adding a lot of attacks. Alright, you please offer me some block cards. I'm begging you, game. I'm begging you. Just some block card. All I ask. Okay, who's dealing the most amount of damage? Well, you have the most amount of health. You're gone. Block. Over deal damage and hope that we get Reaper here. Reaper, please. Please, Reaper. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Get to feed. Feed on the ones dealing damage. Okay, 4 damage, but our max HP has yet gone up. Yet up, my dudes. 4 HP, not the best, not the worst. Bloodletting, Hemokinesis. We're good on damage cards, but we can definitely, very likely take on an elite here. I am going to risk it. Hello, how are you? You doing fine? You're doing great. 412, we heal more. Get hit for potentially. Bludgeon also gets us very close to just, killing one next turn. Choices. So we're hoping for a feed here this turn to get some max HP up. Always want to feed every opportunity this game gives me. We'll do this to not take 10 damage. Okay. Didn't get to feed, didn't get to Reaper off the third one. Not the greatest. Thank you, card draw. You've really shown me how much of a blessing you are. 12. Plus 12 is 24 is our maximum there. We're very likely going to kill you next. So let's slap you. Take some more damage the way it's going to be, but we want to kill you before you start filling up our deck with useless cards. Okay. Yep. Alright, game. Yep. Ouch. Ouch. Flying. Kills you. Then we hope that we can feed off you. Our goal. What are we drawing next turn? Bludgeon. And it is going to attack next turn. Worth it to get to the feed. Worth it to get to the feed. We are potentially going towards another elite. I would rather feed, if you're willing to allow me a game. We are going to take some more damage and hopefully potentially get feed. Nope. Yet again, the game does not want us to feed. But the enemy is now perfectly edible. No matter how many days it puts in our library, we will draw a feed eventually. Goodbye. 10 little puzzle cube, okay. Exhaust a card to draw cards. I like that. I do like that. Okay. Alright, you want me to hurt myself even more before I get to the elite. Rare wheel. Can we fight an elite with 30 HP? I don't believe I can, but I will. Alright. We are going to clothesline turn 1 into a simple knife in the face. We haven't been checking out. We gotta check out the beta art on our good boy, the Reaper there. Go in here. What does that look like? That's pretty funny. It's just, you got this, it's like this great thing. You got the character, everything. You got the skull in the background. You got him sucking the energy out of things. And you got, hey dude, I got an axe. Oh no, I got these scars. Great, classic. We'll leave that one there. I enjoy that one. So we're taking 2 damage this turn. Ouch, we're drawing some cards. Thank you. Alright, he is dealing 20 damage to us. We can hit him for a nice 32. Oh, we have 10 HP against the Gnoblin. We have to kill him quick. Have to kill him quick. 14, he does less damage. We don't heal off that. And we can't block for enough. Right, 15. Yeah, alright, another dead run because I didn't do the math. Ah. Man, I've had a bad day. This has been like the actual worst stream. This is the worst stream. I have not gotten a single one. Well, now to make myself better, I will play the daily. Start with 5 copies of a single card. All those cards now appear in rewards terminal whenever you enter new combat. Lose 1 HP. Start combat with 5 plate armor. Alright, I can't lose the dailies. I have a daily streak, I think. What? Oh, yeah. So about not being able to block is Ironclad. Well, how about not being able to play anything to block besides Flame Barrier? Yay. What the heck? And we have plated armor too. This is overkill. This is overkill. Holy smokes. Eh. Alright, blocking every turn, never taking damage again. That's how you play Ironclad, you just don't take damage in the early game. Just that easy. Okay, yet again. What's going on? You keep losing health for some reason, bird. I fear my 4 damage a turn from my Flame Barrier. And die to the club. Oh, this is bad. I don't want a more energy card. Okay, Pommel Strike gives me card draw. Oh, this is terrifying. Max HP. Next. Oh, this is terrifying. Use Flame Barrier, obtain a relic. Thank you. Thank you, game, for your pity upon me. Do I want to go to a shop here or there? I like there. Let's ignore that. We didn't see that. Okay, blocked. Take that, Jawworm. Take that. Remember, we have 5 plated, so I don't apparently need to Flame Barrier every turn. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't now. Can't believe we actually got something to remove a Flame Barrier. I think we like a maximum of 3 Flame Barriers. 4 is still a little bit too much. Pommel Strike. Draw me a block card. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Who knew that I was going to draw a block card there? Interesting. Truly interesting. That's I don't, what, that's not how Ironclad is supposed to, but it's 8 knocks you down to 12, I deal 9 damage there. 6. Get me murder on you. So potentially play the club so that he is 50% more damage and hope that we can kill him next turn. We do have burning blood, so you know, taking damage is not inherently the end of the world, but still don't like it. Pummel, searing blow, clothesline, searing blow. Go pummel. This is our store is at least a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away. 8 floors with regret. No thank you. I'll take mine 100 and bid you a very nice day. Alright. So as you can see, pommel also scales 5 times like the heavy blade, but it gets exhausted. It is 1 cost though. Let's see, what is our best option here? We really need to be dealing damage. Surprisingly, we're having damage issues, which is not something that's happened in the past 3 runs besides me dying because I'm doing damage and no blocks. And play this, you are bound to die. Yep, this is going to be a very, very long elite. So 17. Guess what? We go like this, and we block everything. Yep. Normally as Ironclad you cannot block both opponents unless you're like the silent. But as a gaming G Ironclad, of course we can block everything coming our way. So 5 brings us up to 10, allowing us to bonk him. Saving the pommel strike for now. Alright, drawing a large sum of days. Yay. Okay. Those all suck. Alright. Alright, we are taking damage. The humanity 8 damage. No. How dare you, elite? How dare you? Still blocking for 9, so goodbye to you. No more days for me. And we only have to deal with 1 a turn. Whew. We are in a much nicer situation. So you can see these guys always alter their attack patterns. The one on the inside will switch status while the ones on the outside will attack, and vice versa. So always kill one on the outside because it's always double attack, and the quicker you can get rid of that, of course, the better. This part gets confusing because you're guessing which one you're going to kill first, which is really hard to do based off of looking at your library. Alright. Just 1 win today, game. Just 1 win is all I ask. To not have a loss again. Let's see here. Punch him to death and then Flame Barrier, I guess. Boom, he hurts himself. Okay. And health. So you can see we sort of technically picked the right one here because the damage we're going to do to this one, well, it should be negated by the fact that we kill it. Of course, that depends on how many dazes are in our hand. Look at that. And not enough to kill. So now it probably was better to kill this one. Who knows? That's why, and that's also why Thunderclap's bad. If you have no other attacking or candy or blocking, it's just there. So now I do take more damage because I picked the wrong one. I will kill you so I don't get more dazes. Although I doubt it'll get to that point where it actually matters. And all I have to do is 20 damage. Only 4 potential dazes in my draw pile. Please don't ruin my day. Thank you, game. Thank you. Smiling a mass. Merchant's card removal service. Now only. Always cost 50 gold. Very good. You sick, sick game. Sick in the head. But not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, what is going on here? Flame barrier. We are blocking for 17. Okay. As you can see, this one's now basically guaranteed dying to a strike, which allows us to then play cards like this on the enemy that's still alive and he has less health. So hopefully we kill him before he even gets to start attacking him. Our goal. Goodbye. Alright, this is very scary because I don't know if I want to remove. I guess there's a few cards I'll remove. Innate. Can't. Going towards the shop. Going towards more elite. Shop, I believe, is far more beneficial to us. Especially when it's right here. Hello? The shovel. Or do I want to correct my library? Or do I want relics to correct my library? Right now, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Compared to 8 blocks. Except that's a little bit hard of a comparison because the attacks are almost all 1 cost except for bash. Whereas half my blocks are 2 cost. I could buy the Dolly's mirror and mirror. That's right, flame barrier. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Question. So if I was to do card removal, I would pay to remove a flame barrier, possibly a whole bunch of strikes. Is that good? Is that better than the number of potential relics we get out of the shovel? You know what? Everyone always loves a shovel. We're digging our way to victory. I always get confused by the shovel because as far as I remember it, shovel actually literally made you just skip a floor, which was actually really like everyone at the time was like, that's just bad. That's not good. You don't want to do that. And now it's been changed to relics, unless I'm remembering it wrong, but I swear I remember Dig literally just being like, whoop, you're on the next act now, and everyone was losing their minds, except for speedrunners, of course. They were doing fine. They were having a great time. While we were all suffering, speedrunners were like, hey, check it out. We found how to make infinite decks, and then we just run until we get it. Which is a thing you can do. Perfection. Dead. Intimidate. Armaments. Armaments isn't actually that bad because we don't plan to use campfires for upgrading. But I think on perspective of we already have an insane amount of blocks, sort of negates that. Battle trance. That is our saving grace. Give me more card draw. Yes. And then we are bound to get another relic here. Alright. Hello. You want to deal 12 damage to us. No. No. How about instead you lose and go down to almost half health in turn? How about that? Oh, look at this. I don't even have to block this turn. Great. This is overkill. This is a card in my deck. Alright. Death by 1,000 punches. To a flame barrier, I guess. He'll die next turn. That's fine. You're one card here. Okay. What's with that weird particle effect coming off the deck? That's weird. Either way, let's kill him. Flex potion. Inflamed. We do have a pommel on our deck, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Enlightenment, also really good. Allowing us to play an insane amount of flame barriers. Preserved insect, very nice. Doesn't affect bosses, sadly. Okay, boom, boom. Draw me some cards. Okay. Got in one more extra attack. If you're wondering why I'm not scared about this turn, well, I have Horn Cleat. So 6 times 6 is 36. We are blocking for 19. Throw in one of these, throw in one of those. 24 block. Is 2 hits coming through. 2 less plated armor. Pain, suffering, the humanity. You're going to inflame. And Pommel Strike is as good as it's going to get. We'll play it this turn, just so we don't draw it again when it's not as good as it gets. And now what are we getting this turn? 10 damage coming in hot. Flame Barrier. And stab him. Flame Barrier, really good against Hexaghost. Really good. Hexaghost loves hitting you multiple times, and we love punishing Hexaghost in more ways than it is hitting us. And would you look at that? Perfect. Okay. Okay. So far, the only difference between this and a normal run is that I actually have block cards in my deck this run. I guess there's colorless cards. I do have the one colorless card so far. The plate armors, it's there, I guess. 14, and block that, draw some cards, hit the strike. We'll hit him anyway, so that he takes 4 damage. Or actually he takes both, it doesn't matter. 1 damage coming through. Suffering that we must endure. Our plated armor is no more. Goodbye, plated armor. It was nice knowing you. Truly a tragedy. Alright, 4 times 6 is 24. Almost strike for flame barrier. Well. Long game. You got me. 69. Nice. We're just say that now. Oh, that's some damage coming through. Whole bunch of burn pluses. A bunch of burn pluses. There you go. Take some damage, I guess. Maybe block, maybe not block. Who's to say? We both hit each other for 4 damage. It's fine. 14 damage coming in again, but this time we are forced to block. A travesty, if you will. We have now survived, and it is ticking back up to another super attack, which we love to see. Burn plus 4, that's perfect block. Hit him with the strike. Sear and burn. Is everything a burn plus now? I do not enjoy that game. From the kindness of my heart. Please stop. Okay, we are going to flex potion to kill here, because my goodness do we need to. Okay. Through the hand that I thought we were going to draw, so boom. Boom. Would love to have some anger right now, but maybe not. Maybe not. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. especially when it doesn't give you anything but burn plus. Game, no. 5 times 4, so 20 damage. We're taking 30 damage. What? Well, thank you. Even the daily says you shall not win. And welcome to Slay the Spire. That is 4 runs in a row that we have died. Everything was going so nice. We get our nice fine achievement down here saying, hey, look at it. We're good at all characters. In fact, we even got some Ascension under our belt. Got into Ascension 4, but no. Games like you, idiot. Alright. Alright. We'll stop. We'll stop and we'll relax for a bit. It has been 2 hours now of the stream. I'd like to thank you for watching me die repeatedly. If you have learned anything today, it's to literally not repeat anything I did today, because apparently you're only wrong when you die, and I died 4 times out of 4 runs. And you can probably see each decision where I made the wrong decision, and most of them were in combat, not doing the math, where I clearly could have survived. And that's what I get. And it is Ascension mode, so you're supposed to think about your turns, but I like to just, you know, throw the cards onto the board like sploosh, sploosh, here comes all the cards, and then I die. So just don't do that, and yeah, that's how you win. Is it coming from the guy who died 4 times in a row? Well, either way, see you guys tomorrow in the next stream. Peace out.